Hey guys, the Bears Fan 06 here today for you, Brave Frontier. We're going to talk about the 7-star starters that are just around the corner. They're the next step in Brave Frontier Global, so it's only logical that we talk about them. I'll give you some info about them, tell you what they do, and we'll go over it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys mine that I have ready. So we have Atro, Breaker that I'm going to use, Salina, Breaker, Magris, Breaker. Lance is Anima. I just got one. It was Lord, so I switched it. And Anima Vargas. And then we got Ease. Then we got our buddy Ease, who's Anima also. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about them. And we'll go over them. I'm going to rank them from worst to best. So the first fighter we talk about will be, in my opinion, the worst one to get. And then we'll go to the ones that you must have. There's definitely one must-have unit, and you should work on him first. But we'll go over that in a minute. So let's get started. Alright, so let's start with number 6. I'm going to go with Ease at number 6. Leader skills boost attack power by 100% and HP by 30% for Thunder types. When his Grand Gaia sphere is equipped, he gets an extra ability. Boost all stats by 20% and increase 50% damage during critical hits. That applies to him. For his Super Brave Burst, it's 20 BCs, crystals. Boost attack by 500% for the actual hits itself for the Super Brave Burst. So it's a 500% increase while he's doing his Super Brave Burst. It's 15 hit thunder on all enemies and greatly boost attack for 3 turns for the allies. So the attack buff at Super Brave Burst 10 is 110% increase for 3 turns. Ease's ultimate Brave Burst is a 3 combo massive thunder attack on all enemies and massively boost damage during spark. That's Ease's that's the best thing about Ease is his spark increase for 3 turns. Let's pull it up. So as you can see here, his 3 hits are multiplied by 1,000%. Buff turns, buffs for 3 turns, but it increases spark damage by 120%. That's, like I said, Ease's best thing about his ultimate Brave Burst. Me personally, I find it kind of a waste to use an ultimate Brave Burst for Ease when there's other units available that would have better ultimate Brave Burst. You can basically only use one. You have to fill up Overdrive. And then use Ease to unlock it, then you have to fill it up and then use his ultimate Brave Burst and it starts over again. So really you can only use one ultimate Brave Burst at a time, so you can't stack multiple ones. So to use it for Ease, in my opinion, is not the best choice. I believe there's other units that have better ultimate Brave Burst to use. He'll also get replaced fairly quickly from the newer 7 stars that come out after him. Now his base stats are pretty nice here. So we got 6,800 HP for Lord, 2,500 attack, 2,000 defense, 1,800 recovery. And then the imps, you can use a lot of imps on them as well. So you can increase their HP by 1,000 and then 840 for attack and so on. What you need to evolve them is there's the new totem down there. So there's going to be a new vortex coming out where you need to get the thunder totem from there. And then we just need a miracle, a regular thunder totem, an idol, and then this orb thing down here is from the achievement system where you need to spend 8,000 points to get it. So each 7 star is going to require basically 8,000 points to evolve them. So you're not going to be able to get all of them right away, most likely. Depending on how far in your game, you might be able to get a couple at once. Some people might not be able to get any at all right away. So you need to make sure you pick the right one. Because you need 8,000 points to purchase that last item down there, the little circle sphere comet looking thing. So you don't want to just waste them on any of the unit. You want to make sure you pick the right one. Coming in at number 5, I'm going to go with Lance. Lance is the same 100% boost to attack power and 30% boost to HP of earth types. With his extra ability, if you equip his Grand Gaia sphere, he gets boost to attack all stats by 20% and chance of reducing damage by 20%. His Super Brave Burst is 16 combo power for earth attack on all enemies and greatly boosts defense for allies for 3 turns. It's 16 hit. You can see the distribution there. Max BC generated 16. And the cost is 20. Buff turn is 3, obviously. It does 100%, 110% boost to defense for 3 turns for your allies. That's his regular Brave Burst. or Super Brave Burst. His ultimate Brave Burst, Unleash 7, is a 21 combo massive attack on all, Earth attack obviously, and boost allies' attack relative to their defense for 3 turns. Basically, what that means is it converts its defense into attack for that turn. So pretty nice. It can be used situational purposes. This unit itself, same thing. I think he falls in the same category as Ys. He gets replaced extremely fast, and his ultimate Brave Burst has some useful situations more than Ys. That's why I ranked him higher. But still, he gets replaced fairly fast. I don't think he's worth using and worth evolving to the 7-star unless you have a lot of extra points available. The next unit we're going to go with is Vargas. It's coming in at number 4 is Vargas. Vargas, same thing, 100% increased attack power and 30% increased HP of fire types, so we got the same there. When you equip his Grand Gaia Sphere, boost all stats by 20% and increase 50% damage in elemental weakness. His Super Brave Burst is 20 crystals. At level 10, it increases attack for all allies by 110% for 3 turns, and it's a 14 combo, powerful fire attack on all enemies, and greatly boosts the attack for 3 turns. So, nice thing is he does the attack buff, which with a Super Brave Burst, which is very useful. Vargas' main purpose, and the only reason I got him, and the only reason I actually use him on Japan, was for the Lugina trial. Extremely useful there. So if you want to be able to beat the Lugina trial considerably easier, Vargas is one of the units to use. I find Vargas to be somewhat outdated with the newer units, but he does serve a very, very good purpose for the Lugina trial. All of the 7 stars have the same evolution chain, so it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be the new totem, Miracle, the totem of that element, an idol, and then 8,000 point item you have to purchase. Also 1.5 million Zell to evolve them. Stats wise, a little bit different distribution, but if you see Lord there, 6,600 HP, 2,400 attack, 2,100 defense, 2,000 recovery. Huge thing is you can get plus 1,700 HP, which is awesome. So if you really want to boost him up, that's one great way. Now let's look at his ultimate Brave Burst here. So 24 combo massive fire attack on enemies and massively reduce enemies attack for 2 turns. This is this by far so far is the best ultimate Brave Burst that we've looked at so far. For obvious reasons why I'm putting in and worst to best, but very good. The Brave Burst attack multiplier is still 1,000%, just like the other ones. But here it is, attack buffed, minus 80% for the enemy for 2 turns, which is amazing. That's an awesome ultimate Brave Burst ability. Can be very useful, and then the cool thing is it applies for 2 turns. Vargas, like I said, good overall. One I would use on a team for sure for the attack buff. Would I use his ultimate Brave Burst all the time? Probably not, but his Super Brave Burst and his stats make him a very useful fighter, and one that I would actually use on a team, and plan on getting Vargas as well. So next one up would be Atro. Atro is another unit that I'm going to evolve to 7-star as well. Same leader skill as all the others, 100% increase to attack, 30% increased HP for light types. Extra skill, equip the sphere from the Grand Gaia, boost all stats by 20%, and reduce 20% BB required to use the Brave Burst. So another useful thing, it applies to Atro only, but still useful as well. Super Brave Burst, 18 combo powerful light attack on all enemies, greatly boost attack and defense for all allies for 3 turns. That's nice, so it does both. At Super Brave Burst level 10, the attack buff is 100%, and the defensive buff is 100%, and it lasts for 3 turns. You lose 10% compared to Vargas, but you get 100% you get a defensive buff too. I personally would take the 100% defensive buff and 100% attack buff versus just 110 attack buff. in almost all situations. Just my opinion, how I like it. I would always love to have the extra defensive boost. Now, if I have another unit with me that boosts defense, then that's a different story. But if I don't, I would use Atro every time over the Vargas for the attack. It's only 10%. I think it's not a big percent there. Then we have Ultimate Brave Burst. This Ultimate Brave Burst is pretty awesome. 23 combo massive light attack on all enemies and massively boost BB gauge for all allies for 3 turns. When I've used this on Japan, pretty much always got Super Brave Burst every turn. It was amazing because you're attacking plus the massively boost BB gauge. It's pretty much Super Brave Burst for everyone for 3 turns. All the units I was using, none of them did not get Super Brave Burst every turn. But amazing. Increase BB gauge gradually. It's 50. Increase BB gauge gradual turn 3. Like I said, for the most part, I haven't run into it. Maybe you can run into it where not every unit fills up. But when I've used Atra's Ultimate Brave Burst, I had all Super Brave Burst for 3 turns, which is extremely, extremely useful. I think it's an amazing Ultimate Brave Burst ability, and it's one that I definitely look forward to using. Atra itself, stats-wise, it can get plus 1500 HP and then plus 600 to the rest if you imp it. I love the plus 1500 for the HP, so it's amazing. So coming in at number 2 is good old Salina. I know some of you might disagree with me here, but I think Salina still has uses even with the new 7 stars. That's why I ranked her significantly higher. Her leader skill is still the same. 100% increased to attack to water, 30% increased HP for water. Same thing, nothing different. They're all going to be that way. When you equip the Grand Gaia Sphere, it boosts all stats by 20% and activate Angel Idol 1 time. Amazing. She gets a free Angel Idol. Couldn't tell you how many times this has been extremely useful. And it's an awesome, awesome ability. I'm pretty sure it actually saved me during one trial because of this. So I love that extra ability. I think it's awesome, and I think that's one reason why she still stands out and is still a very good unit. Now, let's take a look at the Super Brave Burst. So 16 combo, water attack on all enemies, and gradually recover HP for 3 turns. So we also have get some HP back every turn, so it can supplement as a healer. Another reason why I still find her still useful, even with the newer units that are out. Gradual heal high is 3,500 HP, the low is 3,000, and it heals for 3 turns. You also get recovery added, so the recovery added is 10% of the recovery is also for HP. Salina is an amazing unit, in my opinion. I think it's awesome, like I said already. Mine is Breaker, so it'll get 25-20 attack. HP, I can get it at plus 1,500, which is nice as well. Ultimate Brave Burst, not so much that I use this one too often. I usually mostly for her Super Brave Burst and her extra ability from the Sphere. 25 combo massive water on all enemies, recover HP for allies for 3 turns, and increase the amount of normal hits delivered. Max BC generates 25. So let's take a look here. It's the 1,000% increase for the Ultimate Brave Burst. Hits increased turns 3 and targets the whole party. The healing is basically full heal, fills you up, so it's 9,999 anyways, so pretty much no one's unit has more HP. It's a good Ultimate Brave Burst. It's, in my opinion, it's not the best. It can be useful in certain situations if you need massive healing for any reason, but Salina, what I think her purpose is for her extra ability when you equip the Sphere, and her Super Brave Burst is what I use her for. And coming in at number 1, this is a must-have unit, in my opinion. Some people may say no, but Magris is an amazing unit. His Ultimate Brave Burst makes Trial 5 way easier, so really, Magris should be your number 1 unit that you evolve for sure. I think you should get Magris. You definitely should make him your first 7-star if possible. Extremely, extremely important. You'll find out why. So it's 100% increase to attack, 30% increased HP of dark types. Same thing. When you equip his Sphere, boost all stats by 20% and a high chance to ignore defense. So 50%. 20% stats nice. Ignore defense, that's okay. I'd rather have the Angel Idol, to be honest with you. But who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? Super Brave Burst. 12 combo powerful dark attack on all enemies, greatly boosts defense for allies for 3 turns. This one, Super Ray Burst, is useful to an extent. It's buff turns 3, 110% increase defense. Same as Vargas, but it's the defense instead. So if you have Vargas and Magris on you and you're using Super Brave Burst, that's where I wouldn't use Atro then in that situation, because I'd have 110% from defense from Magris and 110% attack from Vargas. So in that situation, I would just use these two versus using Atro. So let's look at the Ultimate Brave Burst. Now this is where it's at. This is why, and you'll see why in a moment. Dark Ending. 22 combo massive dark attack on all enemies. Greatly boosts defense for allies for 3 turns. And all damage received is reduced to 1 for 1 turn. 1. Doesn't decrease it by a percentage. It means it decreases it to 1 damage. That's it. So for the whole turn. Now there's a little bit of an exception to this. 1. Use mitigation after you use his Ultimate Brave Burst. Gets rid of that and it overrides it with the new mitigation, which would be like Darvin, Cher, and Narza, so on. That replaces it. Then you will take damage. So if you have Darvin with you or something like that, either A, don't use him, or B, use him first and use Ultimate Brave Burst for Magris afterwards. You don't want to override this Ultimate Brave Burst. You'll need it in the different trials here coming up. So the other way that it can be ruined is if the fighter you're fighting debuffs you, and then you lose it. So nothing you can do about that. If he debuffs you, he debuffs you. That's it. But that's the key point there. Damage reduction, basically, it's 100%, and it reduces it just to 1 damage. The buff is 3 turns, and it's 150% defensive buff. I find that good as well. The 150% defense for 3 turns can help a lot of units live if there's a lot of AoE going on, stuff like that, or even just massive single targets. But the key thing with Magris is the damage reduction to 1. That's why Magris is number 1. He will make the trial for you so much easier. Trial 5. I used him in mine. It made it so much easier. His Ultimate Brave Burst is the best of the starters that are coming out. And like I said, I really recommend that you make sure you save 8,000 of those points to buy the item so you can evolve Magris. And then you can choose whoever you want after that. I think Magris is one you definitely want. Go with him. Me personally, I'm getting Magris, Salina, Atro, and then Vargas. I am not getting Lance or Ease until later down the road if I have extra points. But that's my 7-star review, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and they will hopefully be out shortly. Maybe towards the end of this month. Most likely I'm going to probably go with April, but who knows? Might get them before the end of the month, which would be awesome. But stay tuned and hope this helped you guys out. Don't forget to post in the comments if you have questions. Let me know if you guys want to see some more of these videos. And don't forget to like, subscribe, favorite, and share. And we'll see you later. And then just to show you guys Magris's ultimate ability here. Ultimate Brave Burst. So you can check it out. Guard everyone else. And then bunch of AoE. And as you can see, just a ton of 1 damage. No matter what, it's amazing.